Okay, eventually we'll get the camera figured out. Thing has more bells and whistles than my new smart car. So these are my gemstones. These are from Patrick and Kayla Warner. And I'm going to show you how I store these so that they stay safe. I use these coin collector pockets. I have these little flat thingies on them, which I know you probably can't see very well. I'll put the Amazon link in the description. And then I take pieces of index card, write the name of the stone on it, sometimes how many carats or how much I paid for it if it was expensive, who the seller is, and then, that's not labradorite. And I'm going to take out some of my stones here. This time I bought an auction lot. So I have quite the mix. I actually bid really high on the auction lot just so I could get this piece of petrified wood. Alright, that's Kambaba, really pretty stone. And I apologize in advance if my cat Pepper jumps up here on the table. He thinks this table is his, probably rightfully so. And these are low-grade Labradorite donuts that I bought as a lot for a project. So I'm not seeing where I put that Labradorite that I had earlier. But here we have a piece of, let's put the paper in here, and then I have this lovely piece of backed abalone shell. What I like about these sleeves is I can do this, put the little sleeve cover underneath that little arm thingy there, and it keeps it from falling out. We're going to put the K2 up here. I put my heavier stones towards the bottom. Not really sure why I do that, but K2 comes from the Himalayas. And it's a nice little teardrop. A lovely piece of rhodonite. So you're probably wondering if I'm not a jewelry maker, and I'm not, why am I buying lots of gemstones? Well, if you go to my website, linked in the description, and I do believe it's under the title of relics, I have a bunch of niches I've made. That was amethyst. It's either amethyst or ametrine. I don't remember which one it is, but this is a very lovely piece of Botswana agate. And you click on my relics, you will see that I've made several relics that have turquoise and abalone. In addition to copper wire. Move those scissors out of the way. These two were a special buy. It's red jasper. Again from the Himalayas, I do believe Patrick said. He said he told him that it was fossil something or another, but he didn't think, he and Kayla thought it was red jasper. I'm going with red jasper, whichever way, it's beautiful. But I could see me making an art quilt based just off the striations and the coloring of these two stones. and even including this as an embellishment on the quilt. This is Free Night. It's kind of clear, and it has what looks like bugs or something inside of it. It's some sort of inclusions. Very pretty stuff. I've been slowly amassing a small collection of that. And I may have forgotten to make a tag for the Dalmatian. And then I store these sleeves in plastic boxes. Amazonite. And when I get the rest of my table cleaned off next week, we have a new camera system we're installing. This is my new camera I'm filming from today. Amazonite is in the green family. It's got copper in it. I will photograph the sorting of all of my gemstones. And I have a lot of labradorite, apparently. Faceted labradorite. So this is a labradorite. It's really pretty. It's faceted. When I turn it just so, you can kind of see the yellow shizzles, whatever they call that, that when the stone turns color. Oh yeah, here's that piece of labradorite I was looking for. Here you can see the flash. Very pretty. And the low-grade donuts that I bought, and when you hit them just so with the light, they have a little bit of a flash to them as well. Not much. I'm not sure. This is dendritic opal, so I'll put this in there. Just had a blank. So just write down the name, the seller, and the date. I just put the month and the year. It's an irregular shape. It'll look really nice on an art quilt. Hi, Nellie. So I have two cats, Nellie and Frankie. They're brother and sister. She's black, he's orange. And then we have an 89-pound Labradoodle named Oliver that I've also been known to call Festus. So if you hear me talking to one of them, I'm talking to one of my pets because they just entered the room. She was wanting to know what I was doing. She probably also wants to know who I'm talking to and probably thinks I'm nuts. That's okay, I still love her. So that's stick agate. Some of the stick agates have much prettier markings than others. This was a part of that auction lot that, like I said, I bid on it. I think my high bid was $55 for the lot of stones, and I got it because I wanted this piece of petrified wood. I've been collecting from Patrick and Kayla, and then also from Warner, and then also from Jason Baker, dinosaur bone that's been calved, fossil coral, which is what this is, and it basically comes in, so far what I've collected, 2 colors. Almost feel like I should wear a white glove so that way the stones will pop better. And this is Kambaba jasper. And this one, the little markings are a little darker. Not sure, I got this camera last weekend. I'm not sure how close I can get to the lens before it goes blurry. It's doing a good job of autofocusing. Need to set it to zebra mode. I'm still learning how to use it. I've been without a camera for 7 years now. I've been using my iPhone. I'm not sure what this stone is. I think it might be smoky quartz. I'm not sure. So I'll put down that I got it from Patrick. And we'll just leave the stone type blank. I think it's smoky quartz. But I have some smoky quartz and I've never seen them with swirls. The ones I have don't have swirls in them like that. They look... So I'm not sure. It's pretty, whatever it is. Dalmatian jasper. I have some of this. The Dalmatian jasper, for obvious reason, is black spots on a white background. And then I have something that's called snowflake jasper, which is white spots on a black background. Garnet, labradorite, labradorite. A piece of fancy jasper. And I've been amassing quite a bit of color of this too, because it has that kind of grayish blue with the rust in it, and when you hit it with the sun just so, it just, I don't know how to explain it, just pops in a way that's just so delicious. And I have this greenstone. It's in the serpentine family. I have no idea what it is, but fancy jasper. And I have probably a dozen pieces of fancy jasper now, maybe more. I have some over on my desk, my computer desk, so if you follow me on Facebook, you've probably seen them when I photograph my desk. Red jasper. I know this is not serpentine. I have no idea. It's in the family. Same as like jade is in the same family. Again, it's a copper rich. It's got that, I think it's copper. I watched Dan Hurd on YouTube and he talks a lot about the different stones and their chemical makeup. He's a prospector. Nice guy. Very interesting, so. And then I have these little guys, and I'm going to leave them in these bags. So these are some, I think these are 8mm square garnets, and then these are 2mm garnets. And if I remember correctly, these are 2mm topaz, blue topaz. So the topaz has been treated. I have no idea if they treat the garnets or not. Again, I'm not selling anything I make and that would potentially be sold with this is not high-end. The product, when it's done with everything all included, will be high-end, fine art. But I'm not buying like really expensive high-grade diamonds and sapphires and amethyst and things like that. And that was never my intention, and never, probably will never be my intention, because these are being used as natural elements for my niches and things like that. And my niches are composed of wood, a stitched textile element, copper wire that's woven, seashells, abalone, bones. Not bad. Let's do this. Oh yeah. And I can do the other one. So I finally decided I'd get over my fear of metal smithing and leather work. And I have worked with brain tan in the past. Brain tan deer and elk. Let's put these donuts up while we're at it. And I am 72.3% according to my DNA. Native American, North Atlantic, so my mom is 100% Mi'kmaq. But I also came up having Innu blood, Inuit. Nobody knows where that came from. Story has it there's a lot of fence jumping on my dad's side of the family tree. No, not criticizing, just pointing to possible source. So, I know a cousin of mine who is a geneticist. So for the donuts, I'm only going to put one label in. So it just says Labradorite Donuts, Patrick Warner, bought them in January of 23. And she said that women, because we carried a mitochondrial DNA, sometimes our DNA comes up higher. So we weren't surprised that I'm 73%, because one of our male cousins asked, how can, because she's 63 or 64% Mi'kmaq. Mi'kmaq is the singular for Micmac. And don't ask me to pronounce the name for us as a family group, because I can't remember how to pronounce it. But my mom and myself and my cousins, we all come from the Newfoundland and are members of the Benoit family nation, First Nation. So, fun facts about me you didn't ask. And so how I digressed on that is I was doing Native American inspired work. I don't do exactly copy because I was not raised directly in the culture. I don't feel like I have a right to take from the culture. My cousins have all encouraged me, but and I thanked them and I said no, I don't feel comfortable. They understood. Nobody's forcing anybody to do anything, and nobody's taking anything from anyone. And if you wonder why I'm putting the little white papers behind them, because when I take them out, I can kind of see better through the plastic with the little piece of white paper back behind. So I have 3 left to do. Hello, Oliver. I'm almost done, buddy. So, I don't know how this video will do on YouTube, but it's kind of a medium length, which I've been meaning to do. I signed up for the Virtual Video Ranking Academy with Sean Cannell, and it has been a total lifesaver for me. After taking a 3-year hiatus from anything online, I experienced a neurological event in 2017, and nobody really knew what it was, and I kept messing things up and kept making a mess of things, and finally, at the end of 2018, early 2019, I just decided I'd had enough, and I was quitting. Well, it just turned out being a hiatus. So these are the 9 Labradorite donuts. They actually look kind of good against the white. And everything changed. So, and God blessed me with this free class that I took a week last month, which led me to signing up for the Virtual Academy because these people know what they're doing. And I did it because everything had changed so much in 5 years. Technologically speaking, total mind blown. Total mind blown. But anyway, so that's about all. Maybe I'll do a shot of my studio later. So if you're looking for a decent gemstone dealer for mid-grade stones, I don't know if Patrick and Kayla do any high grade or not. I never asked, but they have stones on their Etsy shop. And I don't remember what it's called, but you could friend Patrick on Facebook. I think they're also on Instagram. And you can message them and ask them what they have for higher quality stones. Jason Baker does a lot of higher in turquoise and the fossil, coral fossil, and petrified wood, etc. And I've been very satisfied with both of them as dealers. Shout out to Jason and shout out to Patrick and Kayla. I'm not making a penny for promoting their business. I'm just one incredibly satisfied customer. Sometimes I can just message Kayla and say, hey, I'm looking for this. I was looking for some marquee cut stones, and she's like, sure, give me a week. And then within a week, she had 2 like piles of stones. She's like, what do you want? And I'm like, how much for all of them? Because I was working on a certain type of project that required a marquee type stone. In case you didn't know, is shaped like this. Probably not the best drawing, but it's got a point. So it's kind of bulges out in the middle and has a point. Comes down like this. And I was doing kind of like a ladder wrap. And so I was working on all that stuff, and I had surgery on my hand in last September. That's for another video. But I'm back. My hand's working. Got a new camera. Super pumped and excited about my gemstones. I'll share more with you later. Thank you for joining me. Bye.